We now have the task of removing the bottom bracket. It does appear to be quite stubborn. We have a couple of tool choices here. The HCW5, very universal tool, single peg spanner that can remove, but in very, very tight situations, we're hoping for more engagement. There is a 3-hook option, which we can engage here. Fortunately, we do have the BBT7 as well. This is actually designed for the Shimano adjustable bottom bracket bearing systems, the needle bearing Dura-Ace and the previous generations. They do share the same spec on the lock ring, so our diameters match here. We're going to try and use this tool, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6 contact points, because this lock ring we're seeing is quite stubborn. Something we have done as well, we've lowered the frame to get down lower, more aggressive work requiring more strength is better off down low. Higher precision work, your precision work really should be done higher, but for us this is not precision work. This is just get that lock ring loose. So we're going to position this wrench here. We have different choices. What we're trying to do is get this wrench, which is our lever, in a good mechanical advantage with our other lever, which is going to be the down tube. So we've rotated the bike, we've reclamped the bike near our work. We are expecting this to be a bit of a bear. So clamped close to the work, down tube, wrench, like 2 levers close to each other. Let's get a view this way. We're going to try and keep the wrench in line as much as possible. If it comes off or twisted, that's going to be a problem. So let's give this a heave-ho. Yes. Yes, that is tight from years and years of corrosion and sitting, so good success there. Hopefully the cup, the inner cup will now remove. We have our SPA 1 pin spanner, engage a couple of holes here, and let's see how tight this is if we need some extra help. Yes, we do need some extra help here. We're going to get out our friends the penetrating fluid. I think we're also going to get out our good friend the heat gun and repeat some processes on here. Okay, let's give this another go. Again, we have some pinholes. We're going to engage the tool. The pinholes are very shallow, and under a lot of load we can slip off. So let's think about this a second. We're going to create a anti-slip device. It's going to be a large washer. This is actually from the HHP 3 headset press. So we're going to use the large washer, effectively a fender washer. We're going to use the crank arm as a spacer and a bolt. We're simply going to snug this in place. Okay, we're not cranking it tight, gently stopping. Say, why are we doing this? To help keep this wrench from slipping. And let's see if we can get some movement here. Yes. So we stop. We got a little movement. We need to stop. We're going to back out into our own system. So let's remove this. And then we are on the way. So we've overcome that difficulty. warm to the touch. And sure enough, no signs of lubrication. If there was, it is long gone. Our ball bearings, our Campagnolo spindle, a sleeve, protective sleeve inside. We'll wrestle that on out of here. And some dry red powder. Oh my. Not such a good sign. We're assuming this is going to be another bear. This is a heat gun again. I think we're quite warm. This is a danger here. I'm trying to keep somewhat away from our plastic. If I get too carried away, I think I could damage this plastic. That is on with a rivet. So I wish we could remove that, but really can't. I do have a different one in stock. This one does say made in France. Fabrique en France would be better, but made in France, that's okay. I don't know if you can see this to my builder friends here. We have a small nail hole right there. That's probably a drill hole and a nail that was used. Then the frame was brazed up. It's kind of a builder's trick there for production bikes and custom. No one ever sees that little nail there once it's all welded. And probably back here, two more nail holes here. Okay. The weapon of choice here, the HCW4, so 36 millimeter. So this one we're going to go clockwise. I'm going to push down. That's likely to slip off these very narrow flats. We wish, of course, bikes were designed around the tools very, very thick. They made that very thin. So I don't want that to slip. I should hold it on. And I will hold it on. We're going to use a headset press here. This is the HHP3. We call the large washer I just used for that crank. So there's our HHP3. HHP2 would also work this way. And we'll see here, that's going nowhere. That's not going to move on us. So again, clockwise. And I'm going to use two levers here. The frame is a lever. Let's get some padding on the end of that. We may need to extend our leverage here. So in this case, I'm pushing away. I'm going to pull these two levers away. Let's see if I can reposition. Nope. Getting no movement. So we're going to have to give this a little more thinking. Well, the first attempt at removal failed. A couple choices here. Again, use your friends. You have a very muscular friend. Engage them for their power of contraction in their triceps, biceps, and deltoids. This is another option, is more leverage. This is not always so good for the tool. So we do have our tool clamped. We are straight. We're extending the leverage. So let's see if giving us a place to stand, we can move the earth here. And we do have a little movement. We're going to stop. And we're going to loosen up our holding device. Yes, because as we loosen, you're backing up into the holding device. Yes, so once you get a little movement, it breaks free easily. So just that initial stress was our problem. I think now we can remove our holding system / headset press. And now, yes, it's even finger type, that initial torque. So a good lesson here in lubrication. So lots of rust again inside. So now we finally have that apart.